Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fair. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or you'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honour. The defendant, Miss Maya Fair, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of his case, Your Honour. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honour. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides, down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of the murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it statue. Floor plans added to the court records. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fair, who was at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify at the court about this hard evidence. Let's see if I remember where to press on this, because I'm a bit forgetful at times. Maya Fair's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fair, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fair. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fair at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack! Here, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh! I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. If I'm right, I think you just pressed the last one? Something the matter? No, Your Honour. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. I'm pretty sure, I think Gumshoes I can do without any thoughts. Because I think it's the last one here. So I'll press this. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Well, what? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honour, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honour. Very well, detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab tests showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honour? Why didn't you testify this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about you, Your Honour, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defence may begin its cross-examination. So I think he mentions, this one. I think it's here. Because it says she died instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fair, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fair. Oh, I said Maya, not Mia. That's really what you're saying? Well, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day of the murder. I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honour. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honour, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe? Ugh. I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are a fault detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But, Your Honour, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honour, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Damn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. She's a sham. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Ah, yes, Your Honour. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co law offices. Yeah, that's right, big boy. Please testify at the court about what you saw. It was 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was this mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy. Well, Your Honour, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. But wait, Your Honour. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Fear's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. So, I need to remember what it is. Is that correct? Why'd you do that? Huh? Do you know what I was meaning to look at what time she died? Does it not tell me? Oh, it might not tell me actually. Which means it's probably not this. I can't remember. Huh? Why what? Why'd you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? She can't get out this question that easily. I sort of, you know. I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. No, I don't think that's right. If I go too deep, I might not come back out alive. I'll back off for now. You looked out the window. What did you see next? I feel like this one, maybe? Or is it this one? No, because it's more... You want to prove it's not Maya. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know... She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honour. He's right. I'll question it. I think this is the one. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. She said she's sure because she's a woman. So I'm pretty confident it was this one. I just genuinely can't remember perfectly. Well, what? Miss Mia, I'm willing to bet that. Is it you saw nothing or you're lying? What do we feel? I'll go you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Huh? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Someone tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client Maya Fair, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Well, he bailed us out of it because I did not think of that. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but a hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honour. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honour. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statuary clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. Oh, she can't know. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I know this one's quite obvious. It's when she says... this one, so you present this because it doesn't look like a clock. Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty, Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defence is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honour. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stop me there, this trial will be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my questions. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... Because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Feincourt? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Feincourt where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honour. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Which one do I choose? It couldn't have wrong, surely. It's because it's got papers in it. Your Honour, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honour? It's as the defence says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It's as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Just quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honour. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? We can! Ho ho ho, impossible of course. I have proof. But what? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Take a look at this. Huh? That's a very cute cell phone. Oh ho, you have a girly phone. Well wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. I love Gumshoe, by the way. I feel bad for him. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honour, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Huh? Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that at again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So if a witness had seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defence have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, we know who made it. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. Do I just pretend the thinker again? It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. Well, what? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh. I love the breakdowns, by the way. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defence have an opinion on this behaviour? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honour. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you had heard about it. We know because of the wiretap. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honour. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honour, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defence truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... She does say it on here, actually, doesn't it? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Aye. Your Honour, this is ridiculous. Your Honour, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defence demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? Do not want to do that. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant. She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defence's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder? Even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course, I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Where, I say, where? Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does this leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fair commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defence have anything to say? Call the bellboy, don't you? Because he's weird. The defence would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. But why? What's your reason? Because I hold the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition: if Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognise that Miss May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fair. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? You've got to accept it, don't you? Alright, I got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. I'm pretty sure I had to accept it. I can't remember. I think if you say no, it just ends the trial. Understood. I accept your condition. Huh. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. That's a hard little words to say. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. I just find him unsettling. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defence may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, Maya will be finished. I feel like I press this one. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? Okay, it wasn't that one. This one? That one's suspicious. A 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. At the time of the murder. I guess it's not that. Okay. I'll just press all of them. Precisely 9 then. What should be the first one? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 PM. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Okay, that's this one then. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favoured me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Oh, maybe it was one of them where you just had to get the end of testimony and it just reroutes. It's no good. There's nothing in there. Is that it? Just finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? I've got a protest, don't I? Well, wait. Please wait. I just think that's the correct call. Yes. Does the defence have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honour, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Do I ask him about... check-in? No, we'll do room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know? And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. There we go. I knew you had to get a way to prove that Red White was there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof! You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct. Well, I did correct a bit like, yes. Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honour, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of the new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who was the other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honour, As has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defence's argument. I expect the prosecution and defence to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honour. That is all for today for the trial of my affair. Court is adjourned. Oh, we got through it, and I think I only made a mistake on pressing some of the statements I wasn't supposed to. I didn't lose a life, though. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? The face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May? He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention centre now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. Let's go. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Oh, I know how that comes in use. I remember how that comes in handy. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention centre, and it's up to me to set her free. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not you, stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I want to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room? Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Miss May's phone? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Sir, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. That does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. But bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Do you present her testimony to her? Oh. What do you present to her? Is it the wiretap? Alright, I guess it's nothing now. Gatewater Hotel, I think? Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for this room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honoured guest. Please let me know if there is anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir. Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wouldn't ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo, Oh, I think I do, don't I? Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea, sir. Do I present him with... Oh, you can't present faces, man. Screwdriver, maybe? Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer? Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the Drawer of Terror hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious, I don't believe it. Maybe here? Actually, I don't think there's anything here. Looks like forensics has taken the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Yeah, because it's only this room. Oh. Did I not click that? The sky's blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia. Oh. What is this? Oh, it's because... right, that makes more sense. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's favourite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Okay, so there isn't nothing here. Well, it's just law officers. Oh, it's the painting that's gone. That's right. Huh? Looks like Grossberg is out there again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting here on that wall? Yeah. It was a painting of... sunflowers? Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Oh, this is what I need. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written on pencil in the backs. DL6 Incident, Exhibit A. DL6 Incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss one, just one little photo, and it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. I don't need that one, I need the other one. That's Maya's mum, though. Actually, can I take this first? If I go to the detention centre, is Maya there? You again, can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. No, I thought I could show Maya her mum, but apparently not. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Yes, indeedy. I think I'll swap them. Because you can show it to the bellboy. I think that's what I was supposed to do at the start. I think I was supposed to go here. Because now I can do this. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that's him? An affidavit? Or is it affidavit? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, have him write it down. Well, sure. Why not? Yes. I've always wanted to write in affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. It's not a word I'm going to be able to pronounce. Just hurry up and write it. Beautiful. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Do I move back to Grossberg first? He's out again? Huh, no more photos at the desk. Yeah. I thought you were going to be there. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. He tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No, he's playing dumb. If indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to the murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine. I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Wright, the president of information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red, white, and blue. Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp was located? Mr. Red White at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Yeah, she still won't talk. Blue Corp. And it's the painting. Oh, it was a fisherman. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name? What's your name? I was just inquirably asking that title you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite, so I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. I look at this photo, don't I? Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That's right, there is a bona fide original, worth 5 million for sure. I can't get him to talk about it though. Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct, she was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she has paid to answer phones, tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases, I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand, although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Here is the good question actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho! The police? The courts? To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I built this business up into the grand office you see now. Ah, in case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the colour blue. I, Red, White, Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. I don't like that they spell colour wrong. And why, you ask? Because I like the colour blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. I'll say, when did you get it? Say it, when did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. I seen that painting before, yesterday in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Greedy Burger. What? Ugh. Ugh. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. Compensation. It's not the correct word. You came here from Goody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Would you be kind enough to case your inane chattering and vacate the premises? Let me put it in language you are sure to understand. Shut up and get out. I have nothing more to say. I think I have to go back to Grossberg. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Ahem! Jumping Jehophasats! Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just... Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defence? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So I paid Blue Court a visit? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... that big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest, so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were me as understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Core is a company that excels in finding other people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of a DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of the photographs? As you suspected, I could not stand in defence of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave to the case. DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave to the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium. Her name was Misty Fair. Fair, indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the behest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all that I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenging, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay. This is what I was thinking about. You got the files now. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Could you go here? Because you mentioned there was files missing. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? A to I. Let's see if there's a record on this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Fair. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Yeah. I have tarnished the Fair name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the one who made up my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. J at S? Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here, maybe I'll just skim some. Well, no harm flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part here at the end is in S, suicide. Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Article about politician suicide. The words White is written in pencil at the top. Is there any point in checking TZ? I know, W, White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Okay. Do we go back to the detention centre? Apparently Miss Mayer's in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Okay, guess not. I found this in Mia's files, so she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Oh, is that all? Where do I go? Back to Blue Corp? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. I think we're past needing to talk about April, May. What's the matter? You seem distressed. Oh. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labelled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong? What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White? You are absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I've found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. Wright. Mr. White, you did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fair case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and the other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia? How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts, Harry Butts. Right, actually, Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. All right, sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fair. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya, great. Let you out of detention? Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ha! Now I'm afraid we switch places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Cheer me on in court. Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Huh, yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Well, wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I gotta give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as a star witness, this is it. Tomorrow it's me or him.